You know, yes and no. I think if you won a championship, you can probably sort of go back to that experience. But if all you know is, second round conference finals, I think that's a little different. Kawhi obviously is a champion. But the way I don't really think about that when I think about their team. Like, I think about their team being, this is the first time that group has gone through the playoffs together, and likewise for us, it's the first time this group has.
How much stock can you put in the 4 games during the regular season, given the chances both teams maybe will have a trade deadline?
Yeah, I think that's you can certainly look at the roster turnover and not make much of the regular season results, but I think there's certain philosophies from them that we've got to be better at, and then the main one I think of right off the bat is just take care of the basketball. They're long and athletic, and they play at times a swarming style defense, and you saw that at times during the Orlando series. And we have to be good with that. We have to be good taking care of the basketball.
JJ, you haven't had this team to face Toronto, but do you get a sense just the frustration level over the lack of success that you guys have had against them?
No.
Do you think, have you guys gotten better? I mean, it looked like you in the last series had protected the ball.
Yeah.
That's something that's gotten
No, I think we've gotten better as a team. Even from last year to the beginning of the season to this sort of iteration of our team, I think we're better at that. And in the playoffs, it's more physical, and we got a taste of that against certain teams towards the end of the regular season as well. Whether it was Boston or Indiana, Miami right after the All-Star break, those are all teams that basically play 82 games of playoff-style basketball. Yeah, I mean, you always feel a sense of accomplishment to advance in the playoffs. I've been on the other end of that when you're the higher seed and you lose in the first round. It's happened, I think, 3 times in my career. So those are disheartening sort of experiences to go through, and there wasn't a sense of accomplishment in the sense that we've done enough to sort of warrant patting ourselves on the back and saying great season. I mean, we all have higher aspirations.
JJ, in terms of style of play, what do you see as the differences that stands out to you between Toronto and Brooklyn?
I mean, they're totally different basketball teams, but obviously, they have a go-to guy. And at times in the Orlando series, it appeared like 2 go-to guys in Kawhi and Siakam. Kawhi he's a bona fide superstar in this league, and there's only a handful of those guys spread over 30 teams, much less 16 teams in the playoffs. So I think you just start with him right there.
Does he look anywhere close to where he was in San Antonio, JJ?
What do you mean?
Like, obviously he missed most of last year. Like, does he look like back to what he was pre?
I think he looks better, doesn't he?
Just asking your opinion. He played against him.
I think he looks better. I think he looks better. Yeah, he's pretty damn good.
JJ, do you think this is a group that cares at all about, I guess, like the public perception heading into a series? Like, there will be a lot of people who pick Toronto. Like, does that fuel any underdog mentality, or do you guys just kind of block it all out?
I don't know. We don't really talk about that, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't. Look, Brett may bring it up. I don't know. We may end up using some of that. I don't know. I don't even know what the prognosticators are saying.
I don't think anybody's.
So we may. I don't know. But it's not something we've necessarily thought about or talked about. Going into the series.
Is this new look team that you guys have with Tobias and Boban and Ennis and all the new guys that you have that haven't faced this team, kind of what we're all getting to, do you feel like you guys are more find more poised to beat this team now and get past this team, which has been an issue?
Have we played this team in the playoffs?
You have, but like in the regular season.
Oh, okay. So the whole point of putting the team together was to build a championship level team, which I think we've done. And it doesn't matter if we're playing a team that we've had trouble against in the regular season or we're playing the Boston Celtics who we lost last year in the playoffs. You know, the point of putting this team together was to win a championship, and we put a roster together that can do that.
What's the key to winning this series?
For us, the key to winning is pretty much sticking to the blueprint of what's been successful for us thus far, and you know, defensively being locked in and physical and engaged. Offensively, you know, going where we know the mismatches are, where we know it's going to take for them to create the most havoc for them defensively. So just playing in the flow, letting our defense fuel the offense, and going from there. So it's going to be a good matchup for us, a tough matchup, physical team, but you know, we're going to be ready for it for sure.
We haven't spoken to you in the context of playing the 76ers against the Raptors. You know, what are your thoughts on them as a team, their strengths? Like, if you had to give a stat for
I mean, they're a physical team that presents, you know, Kawhi Leonard is one of the best players in the NBA, one of you know, a key focal point for their team. Siakam's having a great playoff series. You know, then they got guard play and shooting with Kyle Lowry, Danny Green. So they're a team that likes to get out in the open court. For us, it's going to be limiting that and then stopping them in the half court. But I think when you think about them, you think about the physicality of them and the versatility of their guys on the team. So that would be the two biggest things, in my opinion.
It didn't seem like there was much celebration after advancing past the first round.
Yeah.
Is that pretty accurate? Is that speaking to feeling of there's a lot left to do?
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely accurate. I think it's for us as a group, we handled our business the way that we wanted to, and I think it was just for us to stay level-headed and looking forward to the next round of handling our business again. So I thought that's a pretty good sign too of us as a group understanding that we got a lot more work to do, and we got a lot to get better at too.
Tobias, do you feel like you guys are playing your best basketball right now, coming off that net series? I know it's a small sample size with this whole team playing together, but do you feel like you're playing your best?
I mean, you just said it. It's a small sample size. You know, it's the first round of the playoffs. I felt like we came in games where we needed to execute and we needed to really lock in on our game plan and what we can do. I thought we did a really good job of that. I thought the whole series we had a legitimate game plan versus trying to stop them in their shooting. I thought we did a great job at that. So in terms of our best basketball, I think the better the opponent, the more you'll figure out how great of a team we can be and how we come together in those terms. So I'm not going to say this is our best basketball because I know, as the competition, this series is going to be a tough series versus a good team, and I think it's going to bring the best out of us. So I would hope our best basketball will come in the upcoming days.
Tobias, how about your thoughts on Seattle? It looks like it's going to be a really good matchup with you guys. Just your thoughts on what you've seen.
Versatile player, active, a lot of energy on the floor. Playing really well. Been playing well for them pretty much all season. So, with us, it's kind of to the point where we have to be able to know where he's at on the floor, know how to combat his energy level on the floor too. So, but overall, he's having a great year.
Why this team hasn't won in Toronto in a long time? I know obviously that doesn't apply to this group. But
yeah, it doesn't apply to this group.
It's generally a tough place to play for any team. So, what has your experience been like playing in Toronto, and why do you think it's so difficult to win up there in general?
I think in the years prior they've had really, really good teams, successful teams, well-coached teams. So, I think for us, we don't really look at it like that. I mean, obviously it's live arena, live area to play in. But we're looking to come in and handle our business and take care of our business on the road. So we don't really look too much into all the previous stuff and things like that. This is the playoffs, a new basketball, and a whole new series for us that we have to be able to accept the challenge to and be ready to play.
In terms of a defensive identity, would you say that the last game 5, was probably the closest to where you guys want to be?
Defensively, yeah. I thought that last game of the Nets series was for sure where we wanted to be as a team. You saw in the first quarter just our energy and our effort and how much we were helping each other through different schemes out there. And we also, came in at halftime and saw things that we could have done even better. So, but I thought that was one of our best defensive efforts of the whole series.
Tobias, how impressed have you been with Ben as a point guard in the short time playing with him?
Yeah, no, I've been really impressed. I mean, I think this whole playoff series, prior, he did a great job of just evaluating the game and understanding his spots, understanding spacing of how they were playing him. I thought in game 1, he was just a bit too unaggressive in terms of giving up the ball, and then you saw in all the games after that he got more aggressive and was able to get into the pockets, get into the seams, and use himself also as a screener out there on the floor, knowing how guys are defending him. So I thought he did a great job.
How different are the Raptors stylistically from the Nets? It seems like they're almost polar opposite.
Yeah, they are. I mean, you're looking at a team where Marcus Gasol's stretch 5. The size of Kawhi Leonard and Siakam out there. So it's a different team with a new challenge that today we'll come in and game plan for. Tomorrow we'll get ready and have ourselves well equipped for the battle we're about to have.
When you look back, and I know you weren't here for most of it, but some of it, how frustrating is the record with Toronto, and sure a lot's going to be made of that going into this series, but when you look at that, how much do you guys want to end that right here, right now?
I don't care because I didn't even know that until you just brought it up. Basketball is basketball. You can't live too long in the past. I don't think nobody's thinking of it like that.
Jimmy, is there one specific thing that stands out about Kawhi on defense? I know you've probably gone against him a lot over the years at this point, so what stands out?
Nothing. He's an incredible player on both ends of the floor. He does a lot for their team. But I'm not going to say that anybody's intimidated.
It didn't seem like anybody was celebrating after advancing past the first round. Was that pretty accurate? Or that was just because so much more of what you guys want to do and what you accomplish?
I mean, we're happy to win. Don't get us wrong, we're grateful for that. But I think with the goals that we set for ourselves to get out of the first round, we expected that. We were hoping that would happen. To say that we want to get out the next one as well, we hope and expect that one to happen. I don't think we can celebrate too early, so to speak. Just keep playing basketball, keep winning, and we'll see where we end up.
Jimmy, the Nets called you guys a bunch of specialists, but your role really in that series was sort of doing whatever it takes and defending the Cavs. Do you expect that to continue, or do you think you'll have others specifically?
Do whatever it takes for my team to win. I know what I'm capable of. If I need to score, I can score. If I need to guard, I can guard. If I need to make shots, I can make shots. I'm not worried about too much anything. I think we got a lot of talented guys on the roster that do a lot of things well. I just get in where I fit in.
What's the vibe? Second round. What do you guys think you found in the first round? And what's the whole vibe and feel?
Just keep doing what you've been doing. Make sure your body's right. Continue to work on your game, and just stay consistent. I'm telling you, I think everybody's smiling. I think everybody's happy to be here and go to work another day. We're good, Everybody in here smiling. I think that's the most important part. Continue to smile and have fun.
Obviously, you got a relationship with Kyle Lowry. Do you impart to the rest of the guys certain things, maybe how to get in his head or how to defend him or anything like that?
I think he should go about every matchup the same way. I think the world knows that Cal's my guy, but I'll foul him like I'll foul anybody else, as I already told him. I told him if the kids aren't at the game, I'm for sure getting a flavor too. But I think all in all, he's an incredible player too. I want him to go out there and hoop. I want him to be successful. I just don't want him to beat us.
Do you guys feel like coming off this series that you guys are playing the best basketball? We're talking about I know the sample size is small, but do you guys feel like the last 4 games really indication of how good this team is?
I really don't know. I really don't. We did our job the last 4 games, but knock on wood, I don't want this to happen. But what if we lose the next one? What's the question you're gonna ask me? Are we playing like now? Like, basketball is a game of runs. Stuff happens. I'm not gonna sit here and say we're playing our best basketball right now.
Jimmy, what do you think the key is to beating the guys?
That's for the group of guys that's probably up there meeting somewhere to talk about how we're going to guard them and all of the scouts. And then we'll go about it today in practice and try to figure it out.
What strikes you as the biggest difference between the Nets and the Raptors?
One of them's in Brooklyn and one of them's in Canada.